guys, welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing? Excuse my look, I really didn't feel like doing my makeup this morning. I kind of woke up pretty early, but I've been just kind of running errands and cleaning and doing laundry, and so all my lash extensions have pretty much fallen out except like 3 on this eye. So if my lashes are uneven, that's exactly why. We're just gonna be doing the BOXY charm unboxing. For those of you who don't know, this is a monthly beauty makeup subscription. It retails for about $21 a month, and you get pretty great brands and pretty full-size products every single month, and the value of the box is over $100 every single month. And I was thinking, since I don't have makeup on, we could do like a try-on version of this video so we can go ahead and test these products out together. Now, the situation with my hair, I got it toned yesterday, and it was supposed to be lilac lavender toner that was going to be a little bit darker, but this is what happened. And honestly, it's my fault because the lady that was doing my hair, she got the recipe from another hairstylist, and I asked her to have it a little bit more of like a warmer tone compared to like a cool toned lilac lavender, and this is what kind of happened. So now my hair is kind of like an ashy dark brown. I can't even really call it purple, but hopefully it will wash out and then I can just get it retoned. But my blonde is gone, and honestly I kind of miss it. Hopefully it will go back a little bit lighter within a couple washes. I also wanted to update you guys on a new show I started watching yesterday. It's called Life Sentence. I'm only like 2 episodes in, but it seems like a really pretty great show. It's about this girl that had cancer, and then she was preparing herself for death, and then she went through some clinical trials and she got cured out of cancer. And there's just a lot of like family drama, and it's a very interesting show. If you guys have Netflix, I would highly recommend you guys check it out. But enough chit chat, let's go ahead and get into the box. So the first thing in here is a little pamphlet. It has some coupons on the back, and it has all the items listed on the inside. We're gonna kind of push that aside until the very end. And the first thing I see in here is a mascara in a very interesting packaging because it looks kind of like a lip gloss tube packaging. It's a Wonder Beauty Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. So this is what it looks like. And it has kind of like a curved wand, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply it just because I don't really have any more lash extensions in my eyes. So let's go ahead and see how it applies. Alright, can we see a difference? I'll come a little bit closer to the camera. I mean, it's not a super like liquidy formula, but yet it's still transferred a little bit like on my lower lash line. So maybe it's not the greatest for the lower lashes. I don't know if it's because I'm used to like super long lash extensions. For me, it didn't really do much. So would I say it's my favorite formula as of right now? Probably not, but it's always nice to have an extra mascara handy. So that's the first item that was in the box. The next item in this box is a Cella. This is, I'm assuming it's a taupe eyebrow cream. Okay, I believe we received one of these in another subscription a while back. It comes 2-sided, so on one side it has like the little eyebrow gel or pomade in the cap, and then on the other side it comes with a little brush, so you kind of just unscrew one side and use one as a brush, and you kind of dip in there to get your eyebrows done. So let me go ahead and try to apply a little bit and see what kind of consistency this is. I can't really remember if I used the last tube of this that we got, but we're gonna kind of see. And since I don't have any other makeup on, it might look kind of funny, but let's just go ahead and see. Alright, so for my liking, it's definitely too thick of a formula. It's extremely pigmented, and I feel like the color, even though it's like an ashy taupe color, it's, I think, a little bit too dark. And now I just feel like I look super funky with just like brows and mascara on. For me personally, I would prefer like a pencil eyebrow liner because this I feel like makes them a little bit too dark, and it might be just the shade, but I do usually lean towards like brow pencil fillers than pomades. But I mean, like, it doesn't look too bad, and I feel like the brush isn't as precise as I would want it to be because it is a little bit on the thicker side. But I feel like I'm just gonna have to play around with it a little more because I feel like if I do maybe wipe it a little bit and apply like a thinner layer, it would look better. But we're just gonna have to play around with it and see. The next thing in here is a Dr. Brandt Needless No More Baggage. This is an eye depuffing gel, okay? And I do like Dr. Brandt's brand of products in general. I really like one of their cleansers, so we're gonna just kind of squeeze out and apply under the eyes a little bit. Oh, okay, so it is kind of like a really deep orange color, which I was not expecting. And usually my under eye bags aren't like crazy bad, so I don't really use a lot of like under eye creams or products. But I mean, like, this is nice because I'm sure like if you have a long night or if you're staying up and you have to get up early the next day, this would be a great thing to kind of just depuff. It's very sticky, like it has a pretty tacky feeling to it, so it might be even great as like a base for concealer. So that felt really nice. I don't know if it really did anything to my under eyes. I mean, you guys can be the judge of that, but I do feel like the tackiness kind of goes away with time. So that's that. Oh my gosh, it's so funny because every time I look at the viewfinder, all I see is like my dark brows. It kind of throws me off every time I look. But moving on, the next thing in here is by the brand NUDE. And this is a Luminous Silk Compact Blusher with argan oil. Okay, so let's go ahead and open it and see. This is what the packaging looks like. It's kind of like a regular compact. Let's go ahead and open it. It comes with a mirror. Ooh, this is such a beautiful shade of blush. Oh my gosh, I love like peachy coral shades for the summertime. And it actually opens up and lifts up, and then it has a little tiny brush in here. Like a little tiny, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be any effective, but let's go ahead and try it on and try to apply a little bit of this. It's very powdery. It has a lot of kick up, if you guys can see. So I don't know how pigmented this is going to be. So I'm kind of going to wipe it on my hand before I apply it to my face. And then let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to apply like a super thin layer, just not to overdo it. But I do really like this shade of blush because I feel like it just refreshes your look. And it just makes you look super kind of awake and pretty. Okay, so just from applying it, this little brush sucks. It is really scratchy and uncomfortable, and I think it applies the blush pretty unevenly. So I'm just gonna grab like a regular brush and kind of try to even it out because I do feel like it's uneven a little bit. Okay, I'm not really sure if that made it any better, but I do like the shade and tone of this blush, and I feel like if I had like all my other makeup on, it would kind of blend in a little bit nicer. And I'm gonna actually take a little bit of this and apply it to my lips, just to give my lips a little bit of color. I sometimes do that for like a monochromatic look. I'll use the blush or bronzer and apply it like on my lids or on my lips. I'm not exactly sure that it's like lip safe, but I feel like it just gives you like a little bit of a nice tint that kind of matches whatever blush you're wearing. So I absolutely really enjoy and love this blush, and I'm gonna guarantee you guys that I'm gonna be wearing it a ton. Alright, and now there's one last thing in this month's Boxy Charm, and it's a palette by Crown. Now, I haven't seen any spoilers for this month's box, so I'm not sure what kind of palette it is. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. It's an eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful, you guys, and this is definitely like my color scheme. It has the mauves, it has a little bit of like plum, it has a little bit of peach, browns, neutrals, but it's more of like a warmer mauve-y type of palette. I love that. And if I zoom you guys in, it has really decent shades, it seems like. So let me go ahead and swatch. I almost really want to like apply all of these to my eye, but I'm just gonna stick to the basics because I don't have like any other makeup on. Now, I do really want to test this out, so I'm just gonna go into this like beige brown one and kind of try to do maybe just a light crease, natural crease, and just so we see like what kind of pigment these shadows are. Okay, well, the shade that I just applied seemed pretty smooth. I mean, I didn't have any issues blending it out. It is kind of like a nude tone crease shade. So I'm gonna go into maybe like this one right here that seems kind of almost dual chrome with a gold and a peach. And I'm just gonna apply it on the center of my lid. Oh my gosh, okay, this is definitely more orangish tone than I have expected. But I do like to apply my shimmers with my fingers, so I'm gonna have to kind of just blend that out. Okay, it's not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the same brush, and I'm gonna go into this darker brown right here and kind of just to blend out maybe the crease a little bit, just because I wasn't expecting the like gold tone to be so orange toned. But I do really like this palette. I feel like it's a great kind of almost everyday type of palette, but it does have a couple versatile colors and really nice shimmers. So let's do some swatchings. Why not? I'll do maybe this dual chrome. I'll do this one right here. I'll do this really nice reddish color that seems really beautiful. And then maybe this matte that I haven't tried out yet. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch. Okay, they're really nice, and I feel like they are pretty reflective. Now, would I say these are the most pigmented shadows I've ever tried? No, not really, but they do seem really nicely pigmented, and this red one right here is really nice, reflective, and metallic. So I'm gonna have to play around with this palette, but I feel like we kind of created a pretty basic, simple, quick look. And so now let's go ahead and go over the pricing. So this Dr. Brandt Under Eye Cream retails for $42, which I think is pretty pricey, and I'm assuming it's a full-size product, which is really, really nice. Now the Crown Brush Fuego palette retails for $29, which I think is a pretty decently, you know, sized palette for that price because the shadow pans are pretty large. Now the mascara that we tried in the very beginning retails for $24. The Lovely Peachy Coral Blush retails for $11.99, which I think is a really great price. I mean, I'm just saying that just because I really like the shade of it. And the formula seemed pretty nice, even though I did feel like I applied a little bit too much. And the eyebrow cream retails for $26, which I think honestly that is definitely overpriced. But overall, I really did like the eyeshadow palette and the blush. I think those two things were my favorite. Alright, so those are the products that came in the July BOXY charm. Overall, I did enjoy the box. What did you guys think? Did you guys get the same type of products if you do get BOXY charm? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know if you guys prefer like a try-on version of these types of subscriptions, or is it better if I flip the camera over and kind of give you guys like a zoomed in look? Let me know, because I'd be really interested to see what you guys like and prefer, so I can do that for you guys. You can follow me on Instagram, superlady246. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Click the little notification button. We would love to have you as part of our little community. And that completes the video. Lots of love from me to you. You guys stay happy, stay positive, and I will see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.